Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 24 of my Starbound Beta Let's Play series. And today, I wanted to do something a little bit different from what I've been working on recently. I was just remembering some of the old boss fights that I went through to get to the point where I am now, and it has occurred to me that I have massively better gear than I did before, and I would like to see how well I fare against those good old bosses again with what I've got now as opposed to what I had then. So I am going to come over here. I think I need 2 silver bars. 1, 2. I think I need 10 copper bars, and I have some iron bars here. 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That's good. And you can go in there. And I swear I made some of those. Alright. So now, I should have enough of the resources to make the distress beacon. Alright. So let's see here. I don't want to do it on this planet, just in case something goes terribly awry. So let's go to the surface of the planet I'm orbiting. And find a sort of flat-ish area. Alright, this should do it. So I need to put this down. Okay, that works. And let's activate it. Ow. Oh, there it is. Hello. 1 hit. That is fantastic. And there's the loot. 1 hit. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be too hard of a fight, but I didn't know it would be 1 hit. That's awesome. So that leads me to wonder about the sequentially harder bosses. Now, I don't remember off the top of my head how to make the next one. I think it's the robot one. Let me see here. Okay, so I need to make the head, which requires the artificial brain. Oh. I need to go get a brain. I'll do that, and I'll be right back. So apparently, if you build a structure completely enclosed out of wood, rain can get through. This is news to me. I don't think I've noticed this before. But clearly, there are drops and blobs of water getting in. I noticed this because it knocked my furnace off. And I bet if I gave it a chance, it would also knock off the campfire over there. So I might need to reconsider building out of wood when it comes time to actually making the house. Anyway, I have managed to get, let's see here. Well, I can't do it there because the furnace got washed away. So I'll do it on the ship. I have managed to get a superior brain and an inferior one. And I have, between those steel bars and this iron ore, I should have enough to go ahead and make the robotic parts so I can make the next boss. So I'm going to let this cook and make the robot, and I'll be back. Totally forgot I need to get some pixels. So I am smelting some silver, or refining some silver, because, well, I don't think I need silver for anything other than pixels. So there we go. But once these are done, I will hopefully have enough pixels to last me through making all of the boss stuff from now on. I'm not sure, but whatever the case may be, I have the superior brain, and I also got some more components. I forgot there was a structure about halfway around the planet that had the little Death Star thing, the wide console. It's not as big as I remember it being. A couple more security cameras and some fingerprint scanners. So, I'd say that's a good win. I do need to put the furnace back there. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Pixels. 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 And, oh look, pixels. Alright, let's go back to the ship, make some robotic parts. I believe they're all in here. Yep. So I need to make the artificial brain. Alright. Then the robot legs, head, chest, arms, and now the inactive robot. Okay, so once again, not on the home planet, but let's go down to the surface, make sure I've got this where I can access it more easily. There we go. Down to the surface. And I believe I went off to the left before. Want sort of an open-ish area. This should work. I believe this is where I did it before. Alright. Put that down there, and then switch to this, and activate it. Yes. One hit. Okay. So, I guess the next thing is the Decoy Princess. How do I make that? I need wood planks, fabric, and titanium bars. Oh no. I need to go find titanium. Because I haven't been to any planets that have titanium. Ah, phooey. However, where was it? I think it's in here? Yes, plant fiber. Alright. So I need some fabric, which I need to use. I thought I had a loom somewhere. Didn't I? I must have. Maybe it's back on the ship. Well, either way, I need to go get some titanium, so I'll be back. So I decided, even though I've gotten plenty of titanium for my purposes, to continue going around this planet. Because there's plenty of sand and plenty of resources to get, and who knows what I'll find. Speaking of who knows what I'll find, I just discovered this giant egg, where if I hit action, the E key by default on it, it makes the monster noise. I don't know if this is going to hatch into something or not, but I'm going to try to harvest it. If it turns into something, cool. If not, then, well, I have a noise-making thing. But let's find out. Ah! Oh well, it was worth a shot. Who knows? It could have been something interesting. Anyway, I'm going to get back to finishing this planet, and then it's off to go deal with the bone dragon. So talk to you in just a bit. Alright, here we go. I have everything needed, the titanium bars, the fabric, the pixels, and the wood planks. So let's make a decoy princess and go back down to the surface of a different planet. I just went around this one. This is the one that had that big groaning egg on it. Alright, so where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Move this over. You go here. I should take it to the planet's... This is the planet's surface. Maybe it has to be flat. Hey, leave me alone. I seem to remember having trouble with this before. There we go. Oh my, you are a lot bigger than... Ooh. And still, one hit. Okay, moving on to the next one then. Wow. So, let's see here. I believe I need this thing. Let's put those away. And break that. And put this here. Peanut butter trap. So I need Durasteel bars. 40 of them. Durasteel. So I need 23 more titanium bars. That's easy enough. Titanium. So I just need 23 of these, and I have plenty of pixels. I suspect that this next boss, I think this is the Squid thing, the final boss, at least at this point, is also going to be a one-hit wonder. There we go, 40. You go back in here. Wait, did I not take them? Oh, there they are. Okay. And back over here. Oh, wrong thing. The peanut butter trap. Oh, I need to actually make the Durasteel. Oh. What am I doing? $40. Peanut butter trap. Craft that. And put this back. And put that back. Alright. Back down to the surface. I think it was over here. Where'd it go? Peanut butter trap. Well, that's bigger than I remember. Okay. Here goes. One hit. Wow. So, that's it for the bosses. Interesting. I'm curious. Okay, I know that one, and I know that one. Alright. Well. That's I don't know what to say. I guess this is a much more fantastic smashy hammer than I had figured it to be. Why do I have bombs? There we go. Trade that for a piano and these can go away. So, that answers my question or my questions in full detail. And I guess I don't need these either. So I guess it's back to what I was doing before, which will be working on the platform on the planet. So I'm going to get down over to that and do the several minute walk up into the sky, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been a couple days since I recorded the first part of this video. I don't do all of my recording in one sitting, especially because getting some of the resources, for instance, can take hours. So I like to spread the recordings out. At the time that I had recorded the first part of this video, I had already done something, namely getting the radiators in to replace the campfires. And this is going to be important for something I'm going to mention here shortly. I, as many of you may have guessed, am more than just a little bit autistic. And I try to deal with it as best I can. And there are some things that I have learned over time that are socially unacceptable, taboo, that sort of thing. And some of the ways that I've learned them have been just by people blatantly taking me aside and saying, hey, don't do this, or giving me very specific examples of things not to do. Now, the reason why I mention this is shortly after the last episode was put up, one of you viewers, a Janjalus, I hope I didn't butcher that name too poorly, left a message on the comment section of that video, and this YouTube user is being very familiar with me for one reason or another, and they left a message saying, you better replace those campfires with heaters next episode or I will leave no like for 3 days. Okay, fine. Maybe that's just you being exceptionally familiar or something. I would like to say first off that I do not know you, and some of the commentary that you leave makes me a little bit uncomfortable, but I deal with it because some of your ideas are entertaining, if not a little bit excessive, and I, for the most part, don't mind large, grindy projects, that sort of thing. But that comment right there is what I have come to understand as being rude and socially unacceptable, and an example of what's called an ultimatum. So this is the only time I will mention this, but I wanted to get this off my chest. I don't know if you interact with people a lot. I didn't used to, and that was a very similar comment to how I would talk to people, whether I knew them or not. And I would like to ask that you try to refrain from being so so familiar with me or anyone who you do not actually know, because there are a lot of people who find that sort of behavior very invasive and troublesome. Uh, I had considered doing a sort of one strike and you're out kind of thing with my channel, but I don't think that would go over too well, because some people just have a bad day, or they have an off comment that they didn't really mean to put, or they're being misconstrued or something. But I would just like to ask you specifically, Janjalus, please refrain from addressing me or anyone else in my comments or anything like that that familiarly if you don't know them. I understand that you've watched a lot of my videos and feel like you know me, but I do not know you, and I react poorly to those sorts of things. It has taken me a while to actually get this part of the video started so I could move on with my project here, and the whole time I've been fretting over it, I even managed to finish the sphere here, as you can see, and it's filled with glass, and I have some interesting plans with that. But I just wanted to bring that up. I'm not trying to be mean or rude. I could respond to this ultimatum with an ultimatum of my own, but that would just be wrong. And I don't know if you meant to come off that way, or if it's just how you are used to talking to people that you know personally. Please do not do that. That's all I'm going to say on this soapbox about that subject. I just had to mention it. I'm not saying don't comment in my videos, or on my videos rather. Just tone it down a little bit, please. That's done, that's said. Anyway, I have finished the sphere, as I said, and I've even brought up some more things that I found doing my harvesting on other planets. Brought up a robotic crafting table and a metal workstation, and I have the parts necessary to, since you mentioned this, I figured I'd also do this in this recording. There is something called a portable pixel printer, and it is just like the 3D printer, as far as I understand. I've not messed with this. This will be my attempt at working with it. It takes some gold, silver, and iron bars and some pixels, very cheap. So let's get this crafted, and I'll come over here. So there's no way that this can be an interaction with anything over there. And let's see. No, that's not how to do it. You can now print small high-tech items without a crafting table. Okay. Let go. Alright. So how do I do this? Unlock the ability to craft small high-tech items on the fly. I guess that would be in here. Aha! So I wonder if there's a way to bring up anything that I can add to it, as for instance the 3D printer, or if I have to keep going back to my ship to print things. I don't see what's this Nano Stove. Cheap light and pixels. Provides exceptional heat and a good place to cook. Well, let's get this. Nano Stove. Craft that. There it is. Okay, so it's cooking there. Let's mark this where the radiator is. Clear that out. Okay. Let's put it right here. Okay, so the Nano Stove looks like it's just about the same as the radiator, only it does take up less space, and that's awesome. I was looking for something like that to replace the usage of the radiators anyway, so alright. But for now I'm going to keep these radiators in place. Now let's see here. Sliding door. It's probably going to be similar to these, but I like those because they're flush. I don't know how the other one will look. Whoops. Nano Rep bandage. I wonder if that heals more than the regular bandage. Maybe. Modern platform. That's awesome. That's a lot cheaper than using Skyrail. So I think I'm going to be using the modern platforms in here. So there's some interesting things in here. That's awesome. But in the interest of trying to keep some of these episodes a little shorter, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Oops, didn't mean to right click with that. So I would like to apologize if I seemed like I was being rude. I was trying to avoid being rude with what I said earlier, but I did feel like I needed to address that situation. So if I offended any of you, I do apologize for that, but I had to say something. But either way, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, tame ones, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can, either in video or in the comments themselves. If you like this video and you like what I'm doing here, these projects and all that, please feel free to give a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future stuff comes out. But I need to get to work on another project, so thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.